excellent cup of tea.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of things in a pinch. Would you like one lump, or would you like two?
Well, I think I'll take mine.
Hello everyone and welcome to Midnight Requiem. Today we will be talking about a cultural icon and American actor, James Dean. He is remembered as a teenage disillusionment and social estrangement, as expressed in the title of his most celebrated film, Rebel Without a Cause, 1955, in which he starred as troubled teenager Jim Stark. The other two roles that defined his stardom were Loner, Cal Trask, in East of Eden, 1955, and Shirley Ranch, Han Jet Rink in Giant, 1956. Dean's family moved from Indiana to California when he was 5. Following the death of his mother 4 years later, Dean returned to Indiana, where he was reared on a farm by an aunt and uncle. He moved back to California after high school to study theater for 2 years at the University of California at Los Angeles. His first professional acting assignment was for a soft drink commercial, which led to a speaking role as John the Baptist in the television Easter special, Hill No. 1, 1951. He played bit parts in 3 Hollywood films, Fixed Bayonets, 1951, Sailor Beware, 1952, and Has Anybody Seen My Gal, 1952. Before moving to New York City on the advice of actors James Whitmore, with whom he had briefly studied. After a series of short-term jobs, including a brief period as a stunt tester for the CBS game show Beat the Clock, he was cast in the key role in the Broadway flop See the Jaguar, 1952. More successfully was his sly instituting performance as a blackmailing homosexual houseboy in another Broadway production, The Immortalist, 1954. James Dean had one of the most spectacular brief careers of any screen star. In February, he visited his family in Fairmount with photographer Dennis Stock before returning to Los Angeles in March. Jimmy celebrated his eating success by purchasing his first Porsche and entered the Palm Springs road race. He began shooting Rebel Without a Cause that same month, and Eden opened nationwide in April. In May, he entered the Bakersfield race and finished shooting Rebel. He entered one more race in Santa Barbara before he joined the cast and crew of Giant in Marfa, Texas. James Dean had one of the most spectacular brief careers of any screen star in just more than a year and only in 3 films. Dean became a widely admired screen personality and personification of the restless American youth of the mid-50s, and an embodiment of the title of one of his films, Rebel Without a Cause, en route to compete in a race in Salinas. James Dean was killed in a highway accident on September 3, 1955. James Dean was nominated for 2 Academy Awards for his performance in East of Eden and Giant. Although he only made 3 films, they were made in just over 1 year's time. Joe Hyams in the James Wifey Little Boy Lost sums up his career. There is no simple explanation for why he has come to mean so much to so many people today. Perhaps it is because in his acting he had the intuitive talent for expressing the hopes and fears that are a part of all young people. In some movie magic way, he managed to dramatize brilliantly the question every young person in every generation must resolve. He was 24 years old, one of Hollywood's brightest new motion picture stars. The young actor met death in his German-built Porsche sports car while en route to road races at Salinas. Patrolman said Dean was dead on arrival at the Paso Robles War Memorial Hospital following the crash at the intersection of State Highway 41 and US 466. His mechanic, identified by the CHP as Rolf Woodrich, about 27, of Hollywood, suffered a fractured jaw, fractured hip, and body lacerations. He was described as in moderately serious condition. The CHP office at St. Luis Obispo said a car driven by Donald Turnipseed of Tulare made a left turn on Highway 41 while traveling east, colliding almost head-on with Dean's tiny sports car. Investigators said Turnipseed suffered minor injuries.
Thank you for listening to Midnight Requiem. And remember, be good to one another as my good beings. Have a good night and a wonderful day.